Welcome back to a new video, guys. I haven't posted in a while. It's like legit been like pretty much COVID. I don't know. I haven't made a video since I haven't really made a video. That's the really thing. Like I made maybe a transformation. It's been a while since I made an actual video. So major thing today on this topic is how to develop a bigger chest. That is what we're going for. How to get that big, like, shelf looking chest, you know, with the titties popping. That's what we're looking to get out of it here. So I really struggled to develop my chest. Like, it was like one of my like weak points when I started out, and now I feel like it's my strongest muscle. And honestly, I'm gonna give you guys my tips and kind of my just little things that I do to help get that extra growth and be able to hit it at different angles, different variations. So yeah, let's get into this workout here today. So our first exercise of the day is of course an incline barbell press. But not the traditional incline barbell that you always see, such a steep angle, and at the end of the day, you're just getting so much anterior delts. It's not even worth it. At that rate, just make it like a 90 degrees shoulder press. Like that's pretty much what you're doing. So what I like to slight incline. So you see how it's not flat, but there's a little bit of an incline here. What that does is it takes the stress off my shoulders and allows me to get more of my upper chest fibers, so more of my clavicular head of my chest. And at the end of the day, there's still gonna be shoulder activation, but we're trying to minimize that. We're not going to get bigger shoulders. That's not our goal. If it was to get bigger shoulders, we would do a shoulder press. Why would we waste our time doing an incline press if we want shoulder work? So that's the major thing right now is we really want to emphasize, so just a slight of an angle. Like you can even put a plate on like on a bench. Sometimes there are some nice benches that have a slight incline versus ones that are just like, so I only recommend maybe a 15-20 degrees incline, 30 at the max, but anything after that is just a shoulder press. Major thing when we are doing the movement here, I'm going to do a voiceover on the exercise and everything like that. And yeah, I'll give you some tips while I am doing it. Alright, so the major thing that what I'm doing here is, so what I want to do is nice and slow and then explode back up. That's the major thing that I do go for with these here, is going nice and slow and controlled on the way down and then shooting back up. So you're getting your slow twitch muscle fibers and your fast twitch ones out of the day. In reality, you're going to be getting more time under tension out of your chest. Your central nervous system is going to get more used to the weight. Even when you're going heavy and everything like that, that's my biggest tip, is make sure that you are going slow on the way down, and then when you're going back up, you can go a little bit faster. Depends on what you're going for. I don't generally go very fast. If it's like, it's only 185 on the bar on incline, so it's not that heavy. So what I'm just doing is going nice and slow and a little bit faster on the way on the top, but nothing too extreme on the way back up. When I go heavy, I may explode a little bit much, or when I'm getting near the end of my set, I go a little bit more intense and everything like that, a little bit more explosive, but I try and go nice and slow the whole way there. That's the majority of the thing. That's what I'm going for there.
I've been a million places, I never see them in their faces, but I feel supernatural, 'cause the spark is electric. For every part of me I feel it, I know it all comes back to you. I can't walk away, but I can't explain.
Hands down, in my opinion, this will probably put the most amount of mass on your chest. You'll be filling out those t-shirts a lot more, and you know, you get that sick upper chest shelf. Soon you'll be able to get a bottle on there. You'll be absolutely massive. I recommend doing slight inclines. Put down the incline and you'll see a massive difference in your upper chest, hands down. Major tip when you are doing any kind of pressing or any type of benching, make sure you retract your scapula. So squeeze your shoulder blades back together. When you are always benching, you want your chest forward you don't want your shoulders forward. Biggest tip I can give for chest gains, no shoulder impingements, rotator cuff injuries. Biggest tip. Done our major like building movement for our upper chest, what I like to do is either do incline dumbbells or some kind of incline machine press. We're gonna drop the weight slightly, or whatever weight that you can rep out. What we're trying to do is get as much blood flow into the chest and get as much of those little micro tears on there. We're gonna go slow and controlled, try and get the most out of it, squeezing, contracting, and just trying to push as much blood into the chest. That's the major thing that we're going for afterwards. I like working from upper chest to lower chest. So I like starting from the top and moving to the bottom. So your clavicular head, your sternal head, and of course your abdominal head.
You control the dark, the atmosphere. You hold my heart, you break these fears. 'Cause you align with all the rhythms inside me. You can unwind me. I got a heart shaped holding me. You're the center of my galaxy. The space in me that never stops dreaming, never stops feeling.
For my ending of any kind of chest press movement that I am doing, major thing that I'm looking for on my last 2 sets, go heavy. But I'm still trying to rep that shit out. Like, go heavy, but still repping that out and try to get as much blood flow in there. Then on your last set, drop the weight. So let's just say you're doing 3 plates, drop it to 2 plates and rep it out. Basically give yourself 10-15 seconds and then rep out 2 plates. One, it's gonna be flying light as fuck, and then also you get as much blood flow and a juicy chest pump, so you can't complain. After I've done my inclines and everything like that, I want to do some sort of fly. I want to get either cables, dumbbells, just getting basically at the end of the day, we're doing pressing. So we're really getting the fibers compressed and everything like that. But we want to open them up to get as much blood flow in there. And it allows us to even build more size. Because sometimes when we only press, we're not getting the full ability of our chest. Because at the end of the day, pressing is the second movement of the chest. It's actually bringing your arm across the midline of your body. So this is actually what the chest is actually meant for. So you can get even more fibers, more definition, and just more size by incorporating some sort of press. That's the major thing. That's, well, not a press, but flies. I messed that up, but with flies, that is the major thing that you are looking for, is to get a nice opening. But I'm going to show you some tips while doing dumbbell flies, because I was a big guy who hates dumbbell flies. I'm still not the biggest fan. Like, I would rather do cable flies, but I think I've got them down where I can get most out of them. But if I had the choice, I'd rather choose cables. Alright, dumbbell flies are tricky. Because the major thing with them, a lot of people go heavy, they don't have their shoulders retracted, and it's just going to cause them a lot of issues. They go too deep, or they come too far up. Major thing with this one, it is a major technique one. Like this one is probably the hardest to get down, to engage your muscles and everything like that the most. So what I recommend, go with a lighter weight and really squeeze and contract. So when we are doing it, so we don't want our shoulders forward. You see how my shoulders are way forward. I want to pull them back. So my shoulders are retracted. My scapula is all nice and ready to go. So what I want you to do, have a slight bend. So I don't want you coming in straight like that. That's just going to be strain on your shoulders. So what I mean with a slight bend your elbows and stop here. Don't go any deeper here. So you just want to stop where your shoulders stop. Any further than that, it's just going to be a lot of strain on your shoulders. Come slowly back up and squeeze. I don't want you to come up here, because what happens when we come up here is when we are doing it, we lose tension. That's the nice thing with cables, is there's constant tension. The same amount of tension here as the same amount of tension here. With dumbbells, I could hold this forever and not feel my muscles engaged at all. Off my chest workout, I like finishing with lower chest. To me, lower chest is what makes or breaks a physique, in my opinion. You always want a massive upper chest, but if you have a well-defined lower chest, you will have that detail and everything like that. Your shirts will look, your chest will be popping out your shirts more. You just want that shape and everything like that. Decline dumbbells are my favorite, hands down. I like decline bench, but hands down, decline dumbbells. I also like chest dips and everything like that, high to low cable flies. But with decline dumbbells, what I want to be doing is, usually you have like the dumbbells right here coming down. I want it underneath. So this right here is actually my abdominal head. So we have one muscle there. Of course, you do have the pec minor that's underneath, but we have fibers. So we have clavicular fibers that run upwards, sternal fibers, and abdominal fibers. So if you want to get the full amount of workout, of course, you're still using different fibers, but you're putting more stress on a certain fiber by a certain angle. That's the major thing. So when I come down with decline, I want to be coming underneath her pecs. So almost think about scooping your pecs, and that's the major thing with them there.
Cause the spark is electric.
that is the end of the video. Those are some just main workouts that I do for my chest. Of course, I do a lot more different exercises, but those are some of my favorite boys, the ones that always hit the spot. But yeah, so I am going to be doing some personal training and everything like that on the side because I am becoming a personal trainer at Anytime Fitness. But right now, if you guys do need any help, be free to hit me up on here, on Instagram. All my links are going to be in the bio. Major thing is I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to do a lot more informational videos and stuff like that. Some sick workout edits, everything like that. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, if you guys hit a like and hit us up, that would definitely mean a lot.